up, or he think he's going to fuck her. She think it indicates more than pictures. That means your friend is insecure as fuck. And she's going to be mad if you tell her she's insecure as fuck. Because that's usually how insecure people respond when you call them out on their insecure behavior. They find other shit to call it. They find other reasons to explain it. They find other ways to justify their insecure asses. Happens every time I bring it up. Men and women bring it up. Men and women are insecure. Men and women have issues with their partner being around their ex. If you that damn insecure, you don't need to be in a committed relationship. If you don't think that your husband or your fiance can go around his children and see their baby mama and be cool and have a nice interaction with her and laugh and joke without trying to fuck her, you are with the wrong dude. But who takes pics as a family if they are no longer together? Anybody that wants to take pictures. It doesn't mean that they have to be kissing and holding hands in every single picture. They can't have the kids in the middle and be on each side of the kids. So that people can look at them and be like, oh, she does look more like her mom now. Oh, she looks more like her dad now. Like people do when they look at pictures of the kids with their mother and father. Is that impossible for people that broke up to do? Is it possible for one parent to take kids with the kids and have on a matching outfit and then they get out the way and the other parent come take some pictures? And they just all do it at one set time so that they don't have to pay for it twice, make 2 appointments, get the kids dressed twice? Is it not logistically, does it not make sense to do it that way? Where they can split the cost, they can do it at the same time, it can be knocked out, they can get the pictures and the cards in time for fucking Christmas. Instead of waiting till you get the kids again to go take your own separate pictures. Two parents cannot be mature enough to see the logic in doing it that way. Two secure people can't meet up and take pictures. Husbands and wives or people in committed relationships are not the only people that take pictures together. So all of these things and this entire attitude is rooted in insecurity. It's rooted in insecurity. What person is dating somebody that got a 1-year-old? If you are so worried about him fucking his ex, why not interact with her? Why just automatically hate her, automatically treat her like an enemy? Why not be smart enough to actually get to know her? Won't that give you an indication of what went wrong with their relationship? Won't that allow you to get the other side of the story? Because if all he's portraying to you is she's some evil, crazy bitch, then you should be questioning his fucking logic. You got 2 kids by this crazy, illogical bitch? The fuck kind of dude is you? What kind of decision making you? Right? Why wouldn't you want to at least have a cordial relationship with somebody where they kids are going to be around you? You can let her see that you got your shit together. You can let her know that you cute. You can let her know that you're not in some ratchet. You can let her know that they kids is around somebody that got some fucking sense. And you can show that you are a mature adult. True or false? But no, I wouldn't be around that bitch. I wouldn't go around his fucking ex. That's the mentality of the women that claim that they ready to be married. They ready to date a man with kids. They won't do the intelligent thing. Let her know what I do for a living, where I work. Let her know she's welcome to come to our crib. It's not going to be some drama if she come over and break off her kids. They welcome to come eat at Thanksgiving because I don't have no problems with her because I'm secure in my man. I know he want to be with me and we are building a life together and we're going to have to interact with each other for years to come. So I want it to be as pleasant and as cordial and respectful as possible. Why can't more women think like that? Because they fucking insecure. That's why. That's why. That's why they don't think that way. That's why they don't handle it that way. That's why they have such a combative and hostile attitude towards the exes, even though he has made it clear that he wants to be with you. That's why. But they'll come up with a million other reasons to disguise it. They'll call it all kind of other shit. Because he could be doing this. Because it could mean this. Because it could this. All of those are assumptions that don't have any evidence to be rooted in. They're assumptions that are based off of insecurity or bitterness. Period. Let's see what else we got. All right. 3 ways women create drama and conflict within their relationships. All right, so this is going to kind of tie into some of the things that I've already talked about. Number 1, using their hypothetical assumptions about how they think a man would react to something to justify their own problematic behavior. Lots of times I'll talk about something. It's wrong for a woman to do this. And then you'll see women in the case. Well, if the shoe was on the other foot, the man would have a problem with it. That's why it's okay for me to act like this. They're making a hypothetical assumption about something that has not happened, making a prediction on how they think a man is going to respond to a situation to explain why it's okay to do something that they're being told is fucked up or creating problems in their relationship. Happens every day. Every day. The men do it too. Men feel this way, so that's why it's okay for us to be insecure and go through phone. Like men do it too. That's why that's they go to statement. Because if they can say that there are men that do it too, I'm clearly not talking about men that do it. I make it clear I'm not talking about men that do this stupid shit. But they want to hold on to the fact that there are some men that do it too. That's why it's okay for us to do it. That's the only reason to bring up somebody did it too when you are being told that something you're doing is hurting your relationship. Right? Because if you really set on improving your relationship, you're going to be like, oh, damn, you're right. I don't need to be doing that. Thanks for pointing out how it's hurting my relationship. Not saying, well, shit, it's men that do it, so that's why I'm going to still do it. See the difference in the mentality? You have one person that's going to continue to behave in that way, no matter what you tell them, because they're going to find a way to justify it. Number 2, it said, getting mad or hurt by a man's behavior simply because it's not how they would think or act in the same situation. You see this every day. They point out why they have a problem with something a man feels, because that's not what I would do in that situation. I put up a post explaining a man is attracted to another woman or gets turned on by something else, another woman. Well, that's fucked up because I don't get turned on by other men. You hold him, you pissed off at him because he responds to life in a different way than you do. Even though he could be totally living up to the expectations of his relationship, he could be totally handling the situation and curving the situation like a respectable man should. But you mad at him for something that he can't control. Because it's not what you do. Or it's not how you would have felt. When that's totally unfair. Because if a man just started holding a woman accountable for not caring about what he cares about or not handling situations like he would, it'd be a problem. But women have absolutely no problem punishing a man, holding a man accountable, even breaking up with a man for not feeling how they should have, not be handling the situation how they felt he should have. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. Let's see. Number 3. Refusing to actually elaborate or explain the things that they have problems with, and will either say nothing or give a deliberately vague term like fine while intentionally displaying angry body language. Now, it's slightly, that behavior happens in real life that way, but on social media, it's slightly different. On social media, women will, this is bullshit. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Then when you say, well, shit, explain why it's dumb or why it doesn't make sense, they don't respond. They don't come back and give you the explanation to explain why they think it's something dumb. Don't you? Every time I put up something and I say it's dumb or stupid, don't I give a paragraph explanation what's stupid about it, why it doesn't make sense, why that's not how men really feel, why this doesn't reflect reality. Isn't that what I do every time I say that something doesn't make sense? So if somebody can say this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, or this is the dumbest thing you've ever posted, that means this is extremely stupid. It should be extremely easy for you to explain why this shit is stupid. Right? Because if somebody does something that is extremely stupid, you can point out reason after reason why they just did it. Motherfucker post a YouTube video of them doing a backflip off a house and break their fucking leg. You'll be like, man, that was stupid as fuck. Why was it stupid? Because he broke his fucking leg. He could have killed himself. Now he got doctor bills. See how easy it is to point out when something's stupid or don't make sense? But this is a flawed behavior that a lot of women have that they display, where they voice an angry or hostile position on something with no explanation behind it. They displaying negative body language without giving you any explanation whatsoever. So it's passive aggressive behavior, but it's just one of the ways that they create tension and drama in relationships. And all three of these things can end up killing your relationship over time. And the crazy part is, a woman that usually does one of them more than likely does more than one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she does any of these things that I list, and this is just a list of 3. I could only fit 3 on the list. I probably could have wrote 5 or 6 things, 6 ways that women consistently kill their relationships. But this is just 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just 3 of them that I threw up. Let's see, what else did I have? Oh. All right, this one was one that I put up. 4 things that decrease a man's desire to cheat on his woman. Now, it's so funny, you know, how women respond to posts like this. This clearly says 4 things that decrease a man's desire to cheat on his woman. We all know that there's no way to guarantee that nobody will ever cheat, right? So that's something that is common sense. There's no way to ever cheat-proof a relationship. But women will use something that is that universally known, that we know is impossible to do, as a justification to ignore doing things that can decrease the chances of it happening. Totally illogical. Totally doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like, think about, okay, so we know that getting in the car, there's a possibility that you could die anytime you ride in a car. There's a possibility that you could get really hurt in a car, right? That's why we wear seatbelts. Now, seatbelt don't guarantee that you're going to live. Don't guarantee you won't get hurt. But studies and statistics show that it significantly reduces the chances that you die by flying out the windshield or something, smashing into the dashboard. We have airbags. We have other things that decrease the chances that you get seriously hurt or killed in a car accident. So would it be logical for you to just say, nah, take the seatbelts and the airbags out my car? Because shit, since it can't guarantee I'm going to live, I don't want to use neither one of them. Would that make any sense? You'll be like, what the fuck do you mean take the airbags out? You don't want to have them here just in case? You don't want to improve your chances of living if you do get in a wreck? So that's why it seems so idiotic to see women arguing against things that can decrease the chances that they may want to cheat on them. That's why it makes absolutely no sense. You convincing me and telling me why you unwilling to even think about these things that all the men acknowledge make a man less likely to want to cheat. And you want to come up with an argument as to why you're unwilling to do it. But you want us to sit here and understand your perspective like you make any fucking sense. Fuck out of here. But let's go through the things, right? So that if it does something stupid, y'all can point it out, call me out, tell me how dumb I sound now, right? So let's see. Number 1, a woman that is easy to get along with, that puts effort into resolving problems. That means that she's not just trying to be right. She's actually listening. She's trying to